Noël, Noël, Noël.
What looks good today? Will it look good tomorrow? Destroy your career in one crush stroke. How does that lit up the artwork with this lemon black doll? Which handbag did you buy? It's exciting. So now then, he puts his
Guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's the week before Christmas and I absolutely just wanted so badly to vlog this week because it's just gonna be such an exciting week. Wednesday we have a big Christmas party at the convent, as well as Friday my song comes out, so by the time you're watching this it'll already be out. À 21 ans, je suis rentrée dans une boîte. Which is always super exciting. Like, I love the whole like rollout and everything like that. And then Saturday, it's the opening for an art show that I'm in at the 3537. And I'm doing a lecture performance with one of my really good friends, Anne, and I'm just very excited about all of this. The week started off kind of strange because I had totally different plans for this week. For example, I was gonna work on a new music video for my third song. I'm super excited about that song because it's the first song that I'm actually able to do my chord on. And then I was gonna work on some music stuff this week, but then when I went to plug in my chord, I guess like I accidentally, it's kind of a long story, but basically last time I was using resin, I accidentally got some on the power supply and it melted the cord. So I was a little bit bummed at first and I was like, shit, like that kind of messes up my plans for the week. But then I was like, well, what can I do instead this week? And I realized that I haven't painted in a while, and that's been something that I've been really wanting to do. And I felt like so much joy in my heart of like, oh, like now I don't have to ask myself what I should do. It's just sort of like when one door closes on something for like a second, I mean, it's only a few days until I can order like another chord, but still, like, it's nice sometimes when the universe makes the choice for you. And today I went to the art store and I got some more canvases and I'm super excited. I'm gonna work on some painting today. I'm working on a painting called My Internet Angels Watching Over Me. And I also asked you guys if I should continue the affirmation series, and a lot of you guys said yes, and then I should do a bunch of hearts. So yeah, I got some hearts, and yeah, so let's put on some music, let's paint. It's gonna be a fucking time. I'm excited. Also, I love my outfit today. I got this pink tie. I love wearing ties. It's very Annie Hall. Love. Good morning, you guys. Hold on, I need to set you down. This is always the issue whenever I film with my iPhone, which is almost always, it's like so galère. Hold on. And I'm getting ready to leave to go to the convent because it is our annual Christmas party day. And I wasn't able to go last year because I was in Florida. But I made sure to sign up to go this year because you have to sign up because we actually have like our chef making a really nice meal and there's only like so many spaces. So yeah, I'm gonna go and help out a bit. There's gonna be like a choral and also the theme this year is circus, and everyone like really dresses up and I'm gonna help out with a face painting stand. So I'm just really excited and really grateful to have this space, especially as somebody that does live alone. And I work alone most of the time unless I'm like collaborating. Because I think that's a big thing that we face as, artists or people that, work alone is, it can get lonely. So I just feel really grateful to have this working environment that really does feel like a small village. Yeah, anyway, I thought for the theme, I would go for more of like a steampunk vibe. I think that people expect me to like dress up like crazy because I always dress up like every day pretty crazy, but I thought it would be fun to take it in like a different direction and be more like toned down, and then obviously get my face painted. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. Like I said, they're gonna be singing songs and they decorated the whole chapelle. So I'm gonna help out this afternoon in the kitchen and help make the Christmas stuff. And then the soiree is tonight, and I think it's going to be really, really great. So yeah, I hope that you guys are having a really wonderful holiday season. This morning I worked out even though I didn't really want to. I feel like it's always like that. But then I feel so good after. And then I meditated, and yeah, I wrote something down after my meditation that I wanted to share with you guys, because I feel like if I don't share it now, I'm definitely going to forget it. Alright, so this is a very simple thing that I wrote in my journal, but I love to journal after I meditate because I feel like I get so many like good downloads and I'm just in a higher vibe state. And something that I wrote down is prioritize how you feel in the process of getting there over the feeling of the manifestation itself. For example, I was thinking about my goals this year and all the things that I wanted to accomplish. And of course, the idea of getting that thing and accomplishing that thing is so beautiful and puts me in such a joyous state. But also, I think day to day I need to prioritize and fall in love with the process of moving towards that thing over just the idea of getting that thing, because the process is much longer than that moment when you actually get it. For example, one of my goals for 2023, I'll just share right away, is to I'm putting out my EP, but I want to do a full album with like 12 songs, and yeah, so that's a big goal of mine. And the idea of being finished with it and putting it out there and it being exactly what I imagine in my head is so amazing, and what that would mean for me to have accomplished such a big goal as somebody that honestly just started playing the guitar this summer. However, the process of doing that is going to be the feeling that I'm going to fall in love with and prioritize, because it's going to probably take me the whole year to complete that piece of work. And I think putting it out there is such like a momentary thing of like, I finished it, woo, I did the thing. However, showing up every day, writing songs, like record it, all of that is the thing that's going to take up the most time. So I want to make sure that I prioritize creating a work environment and a rhythm for myself that isn't stressful and that is fun. And that's how I feel about painting. That's how I feel about everything. Like, I want to just every day show up and treat the process as if it is the cake. You know what I mean? It is the birthday cake. Like, every day when you wake up and you get to experience the getting there, that is so beautiful, and that is what's going to take up most of a lifetime. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I think so much we can get caught up with an end goal of like, oh, I want to publish the book, I want to do this, when in reality, like, it's such like a second. It's like you publish the YouTube video and then it's out there, and, all those hours of editing, like, was I having a good time? Was I, I think that is something that is so important as creatives and just people in general to, like, day to day enjoy your life. So anyway, I just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys. And why not an affirmation before we head off to the Christmas party tonight? I think it's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. The affirmation that I want to share with you guys this morning is, I make every situation that I'm in the best situation. I think that is such a beautiful affirmation, because if you can really count on yourself to, no matter where you go, just make the best of it and brighten others up and be like the life of the party wherever you go. And that doesn't have to mean being the most outgoing, but means that your energy is bright and you make others feel good about themselves, you brighten others up, then that is such a beautiful thing. That's such a beautiful mindset, I feel like no matter whose table I get sat at the wedding, no matter, you know, no matter where I end up going this summer, I know it's always going to be a good time because I'm going to be there and I make the best. I just make everything more fun, and I love that idea. So that's my number one affirmation for today. So let's head out. Hopefully I'll have some time as well to like play some guitar today and work on some paintings, but yeah, it's already like 1:30 p.m. so let's hit the road, baby. All right, I'm walking over to the convent right now. It's such a chilly day. Oh my gosh, it's so cold. But in a good way, in an exciting Christmassy way. Also, other exciting thing is I have decided, I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna share this in this video or not, so if I kept it in, it means that I felt like sharing with you guys. I decided that for 2023, I am going to be sober all year from everything, like alcohol, just from everything. And maybe I'll talk about more of that decision in another video, but I guess like to sum it up, this last year I had kind of tried to toy around with like limiting myself with alcohol and being like, okay, when I go out with people, I'm only gonna have a few drinks, or you know, I even had months of complete sobriety, for example, when I was in Iceland. And I just found that like, you know, 90% of the time I was able to do it. But then there was this other 10% where like, you know, I would just let myself go. And sometimes it would just go too far, and I'd, you know, I can count on my fingers like 5 instances at least, or where alcohol like was really negative on my life. For example, one time, this is pretty fucking embarrassing. One time I just drank too much out with a friend, and instead of putting my Uber address in, I ended up putting an Uber address that was like 3 towns over in the suburbs. And it was late at night, and I had like 0 battery, and it was like a whole thing. Also, just like so many days last year where I'd wake up and be like, oh, what did I say? Or was hungover the whole day. And I just feel like the more that I deepen my spiritual practice, the more that I feel like it just doesn't make sense to me to even let that like 10% of the time where alcohol can go too far like even be an issue. So yeah, one of the affirmations that I say every morning when I'm meditating is that all things that are not serving me or that are not meant to be in my life will just fall away naturally. And I feel like this year was just sort of preparing me for that, like preparing me to have this next year of total sobriety. And I'm actually really excited about it because, you know, whenever I go out with friends, or, you know, alcohol is like a big part of your life when you're like a young adult, and a part of like social things too. And it's always like this game of like, do I get another drink or do I, you know? And so if I just tell myself like I'm not drinking at all, then it actually takes away, it just takes away even like the question of it. And I know that every day I'm gonna wake up feeling my best, and yeah, I'm just gonna see how this year goes. I'm sober and I love it. I actually like wrote a song, it's really funny. It's like, I am sober and I love it. And yesterday in my studio I made a painting and it just says, I am sober and I love it. And when I'm 3 months sober, I will put out that print as like a, yeah. So I don't know. I love wine, and I was never like a huge drinker, but it's just like those 10% of times that like I was like, oh shit, like something really bad could have happened, or you know. So anyway, I just want to share that with you guys because tonight obviously it's a Christmas party. There's gonna be alcohol, but I'm not gonna drink because I actually can have fun without it, and I don't particularly like the feeling of being drunk around people and then not remembering what I said the next day. And I just think this is going to make my life a million times better, you know. So anyway, I'd love to have, you know, your thoughts as well if you've ever tried to do like a sober stint. Sunshine, thank you, I love you. Okay, let's walk. Also, I totally forgot to say this, but if any of you guys as well would like some encouragement and also want to maybe try being sober, we should totally do it together. It could be like a cool thing that we could share. And I say 365 days just because I think that it's always, you know, good to sort of put like a, sort of make it more of like a concrete goal. But also, one of the things that I don't love about sort of doing these like detox, calendar-based goals is it sort of puts us in the mindset of like, okay, but like when these days are over, I can go back to the way that things were. But I also think it could be a good mindset to keep in mind is like, there's not the way things were and the way things are. There's just how you are today when you wake up and how you decide to be. And I think that, yeah, I said 365 days, but actually I could totally see myself, I don't see myself doing one full year and going back to the way things were because I want to expand and move forward. And I also think that I don't want to like this video to be all about this, but I just think that it's something that a lot of people can relate to and that a lot of people go through. So I do want to touch on this because it's something that's been on my heart for a while. I think that doing this is going to help me be more present with others and connect with others in the physical sense a lot deeper because I think, and I've talked about this before, that like interactions with others, I wouldn't say that it's like a source of anxiety, so to speak, but I think that sometimes I would use alcohol or drink alcohol in social situations because I think that oftentimes I would find just like being present with other people sometimes boring. Just to be very frank, like I would just find like hanging out with other people boring sometimes. Not to say that they were boring, but just like, I don't know, it just seemed like alcohol would just make everything a little more fun. And I think that doing this sobriety will really force myself to be more present with those people and connect with them in their inner worlds and not use alcohol as like an escape to have a sort of simulated fun. I don't know, these are just some ideas around it that I've been having, and I would love to hear you guys' perspective on this as well, because like I said, I have had a lot of fun nights out and things like that, drinking, but also I've had equally as many really bad times and times the next day where I'm like, shit, like I literally can't move from my bed because I feel so hungover. And I just feel like it's not like you can't be spiritual and also drink, but I also feel like the deeper that I get into my spirituality, the more these things just don't align with my desire to expand and be more present, you know? So anyway, all right, well, we've been talking for a long time because we're almost at my studio. I might actually have to cut this video into 2 parts. The first part being like the Christmas party and today, and then probably the rest of the week, like the art show and things like that on another vlog maybe. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay. I'll catch you guys later. I started some new paintings as well as, I don't know, sometimes I get into these like creative spirals, like not a bad spiral, but like a crise créative, or tout ce que j'ai envie de faire, c'est juste, I don't know, like I get to my studio and I'm like, I have to make something now, and so I DIY'd some clothes that I have with some puffy paint. I don't know, I kind of like it, to be honest. And then I did these like a smiley face dress. I'll probably just wear these to like paint in, and the more that I'll paint in them, the crazier they'll get, because I like to wipe my hands on my outfits. So yeah, your angel painting, love her. Vive le vent, vive le vent, vive le... Ça va aller sur le nouveau.
Hop, voilà. Et pour bloquer le bouton, il y a un autre là.
Fait par l'artiste. On dirait Poudlard, non? J'adore.
De toute façon, ici, cette église, elle fait vraiment saint, quoi. Elle fait vraiment gothique.
Da, 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 da. This one goes out to my new boyfriend. Haven't met you yet, but it won't be long now. Are you watching my stories? Are you watching my stories? If you were on Mars, you'd still be closer than you are to me now. If you were on Mars, you'd still be closer than you are to me now. My life is on fire in a good way. Alright, I'm done with that for today. Now I'm gonna work on some art print stuff. And then tonight we have the dinner. We got 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 dinner. Ils ont mis de lumière. Ah. Oh. Petit Jojo. Est-ce que t'es un... Comment ça s'appelle ton nom de chat? Ah, elle parle pas. Wow, ok.
Tu fais rôder la lampe et tu fais un vœu. Et ton vœu va se réaliser en 2023.
Ah, fuck yes. Allez. Ah, tu l'as eu, hein? Ah, cool. J'adore. Tu veux te tourner? Un spin? Ouais, on adore. Un chien. Aude. Non, pas moi. Okay, so I'm walking home now. I had a really good night. I convinced my friend Odd, who wasn't supposed to stay for the Christmas dinner, to stay. And it was just a really fun community time, and I just feel so blessed to have a space like that in my life. It's not evident being, you know, a creative person and following your dreams in a foreign city and also living alone. So to have a place like this that just makes me feel so welcomed and loved has just been everything to me, and this was like such a big manifestation for me. So yeah, we had some yummy food, there was Christmas carols, and I didn't drink, of course. Like I said, I was gonna be sober, so I was, and it was totally fine. So I feel like if I can get through a Christmas dinner with a bunch of people, some of them who I don't know, without wanting to drink, then the rest of this year should be totally fine. Anyway, I thought that I was gonna do like a week in my life video, but I actually think it's probably better if I cut these videos into two, just because it's the holidays and I want to be kind to myself and not have like 2 hours of footage to cut down. So the next vlog will be the art show and the performance that I'm going to be doing, and yeah, I'll try to film everything. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and for sticking with me along this journey. And if you guys like this video, you can subscribe for videos every Tuesday. And also, if you like what I'm doing, I have a Patreon where I do podcast episodes, Zoom parties. We're gonna have a holiday Zoom party soon. I also have prints out and a poetry book and a journal. So if you'd like to support me, that's how you can do so and support my work. But if not, I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you made it to the end, leave me a comment that just says happy holidays. So yeah, I'm walking to my building now. Checking the mailbox. Nothing. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Peace to Cheetos and happy holidays, baby!